like it, I may not like it. That's a separate entity. But if I can just deal with what is and not resist, then I can work with it. I might want to work to change it. I might want to end the injustice. I might want to support something that seems healing. So I work with it. And then the next moment appears and I have to work with that. My action now, dealing with this circumstance, helps to create the next circumstance. So if I just attend to this moment, perceive clearly, what is this moment really? Perceive my intention and my direction, and then act. That action helps to bring about at least, the next moment. So we're constantly meeting the moment to moment to moment to moment. I don't know how many. Maybe we can say millions of moments that we meet each day. How we meet those moments determines our lives. This is perhaps an aside, but I read this short article in the New York Times today. I think they're having a series on how people are dealing with the economic downturn and the struggles that they're finding themselves in that surprise them. And this one was about happiness and how one can be happy in the face of difficulties. And as a subtext, there was also how fears and disturbances of the mind get created by circumstances. So this man was writing in, and I think he had lost his job and working with economic troubles, or maybe it was lost money in the stock market, I don't remember. But he talked about his 87-year-old mother, who was a Polish woman who was a prisoner in a camp under the Nazis. And she was a little girl. And in the camp was this cat. And the cat was like skin and bones. And she, as a little girl, was like skin and bones. There wasn't much food to eat. And she adopted this cat, and she started to share what little food she had with the cat. And a psychologist who studied the effects of the prison camps talked about how even in a situation as difficult as that, if people found little ways to keep control of their lives, they tended to be happier and find a way through the situation. So for this little girl, even though she wasn't getting enough food to eat, by giving a little of her food to this cat, it was like an act of humanity. There was a way that she had some control. Then the cat disappeared. Probably went off to die somewhere. And she suffered. And ever since she got out of the camp, she's been afraid of cats. And it's like some weird psychological turning where, because of this situation, she developed a phobia for cats. Some psychotherapists might have a wonderful time working through that one. But interestingly, the article turned a little bit because when he talked to apparently his mother, maybe she lost like half of her money in the stock market crash last year. And she said to him, I can't control what's happening. There's nothing I can do about it. And with that attitude, she found a way to shrug it off and find joy in the small things of her life.